me tell you the story of the video that I'm getting ready to show, which is of the at-home store 4-foot Groundbreaker skeleton. And I'm sure you probably already kind of heard about this guy being released by at-home stores. Don't sleep on at-home stores, guys. They have a lot of cool Halloween stuff. They're the same ones that came out with the 12-foot scientist last year, and they had a lot of mad scientist stuff. They got a lot of cool, unique Halloween things. And this year they got even some more cooler stuff. I think the prices are really high for some of those items, but hopefully, you know, all of them won't sell out and we can get them for 50% off once they go on sale at the end of the season. But let me explain what just dropped if you don't know. So Party City last year came out with the 5-foot Rattles skeleton Groundbreaker, which everyone fell in love with, kind of like the 12-foot skeleton. This guy was super hard to get. I think he was a limited release. Only certain cities got him. Nowhere in Central Florida, I believe, had him. And if they did, it was only a select few because all the stores I called didn't have them. And they were selling them for $400 last year, which I thought was outrageous because for what you get, it just wasn't worth $400 for that particular item. And so fast forward, you know, I saw a few people throughout the year off the off season end up selling their rattles because of storage reasons, and nobody was selling less than the 450. Most of them were going for about $500, even though they were used, and people were buying them left and right because no one knew if it was going to be re-released this year. Come to find out, Party City did decide to re-release it, and they dropped it by $100. So Rattles is now only $300 as compared to $400 last year. Now that's a big jump. I don't understand why that happened, but I really would be interested to know why they dropped that by $100. Now normally when they do price decreases, you may see something go down to 50, go down by $50, but $100 difference, something is up with that. I don't know if maybe it's not the same quality. I don't know if maybe it's just different manufacturers. Something happened to go down $100 is big time because they were selling like hotcakes. So I'm not sure why they decided to drop it by that much, but that's a good thing for those who want to get it and for those who didn't get it last year, including myself. Now the at-home store threw a wrench into the whole game and decided that they were going to drop something very similar, and it looks very, very similar. The only difference is the at-home store one looks a little bit more menacing. It's about 1.4 inches, 1 foot 4 inches. Sorry, camera's falling. It was about 1.4 inches smaller than the Party City one, and the hand looks a little bit different. It's in a different position, but from what I understand, for those who have bought both and have both, and actually, if you go to Brick Thunder's video, he just did a comparison video which confirmed it. The at-home store one is of better quality than the Party City one, which I thought was very interesting, but that's really cool. And I like that it's a little bit more menacing than the actual Party City one, which looks like just your friendly skeleton, which is nothing wrong with that as well, but I personally think for $80 less, I would go with the at-home one. Plus, you can easily find an at-home coupon, 10, 15, sometimes even 20% off. So I decided to go with the at-home version of it. And my main reason, though, wasn't even for the price. It wasn't even for the quality, the better quality. It was because I'm really looking to get Embers at Party City. And Embers is supposed to be 4 feet tall, exactly the height of the at-home store Groundbreaker skeleton. So I'd rather have both the same size rather than have one that's, almost 1.5 feet bigger than the other one, which will kind of just, throw it off a little bit in the yard. But I'm actually planning to put this on top of the roof somehow. I don't know how yet, but somehow I want this on top of the house, not necessarily on the ground. So I'm really excited I was able to get this guy. Here's my advice before I actually unbox and talk about it. If you call your at-home store, because these are selling fast as well. I've called 3 of my at-home stores in my local area. All of them said they are not in stock. Then lo and behold, this was on Saturday. Then Sunday evening, I look on my Halloween forum post and people are buying it in Central Florida at the same stores that I called, One person said they weren't getting anything Halloween related until a couple of weeks. The other person told me it's not in stock. And the other person acted like they had no idea what I was talking about and just didn't even want to take the phone call. So I do not recommend that you call the store. You have to just pop in there and you have to search for it. There's not an actual Halloween section as of yet in at-home stores. I mean, some I'm showing people that do have it, but most of them do not have it yet. So they're putting these things just on top of random places I hear in the stores. Mine, at the store that I went to this morning, they had 2 left. And they were on top of the shelves that had the summer furniture out in display and what they were selling with the summer furniture. So nothing related to Halloween. I never would have seen them if it wasn't for an employee that pointed it out to me. And shout out to the guy on my Halloween post who actually took the time to let everyone know that there were 2 left at that store. So I got one, so I left one for someone else, hopefully to grab as well. So now I've already done the unboxing, so I'm just going to talk about it real quick. Very easy to put together. There's 2 pieces on the left arm where the hand and the left arm connect. It's really difficult to take those pieces apart, so I'm just going to say it now. Please be very careful and patient with trying to separate it once you put it back in the box and store it, because I can see how if you pull too hard or pull in the wrong manner, it can easily snap and break, or you can pull the screws out of that little area that they're in. You'll see what I'm talking about. You just got to be careful when you disassemble it with the left arm. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory, very easy to put together and disassemble. But that left arm where the hand connects to the actual elbow area, that's the place where you got to be very careful when you disassemble it. Just take your time, pull it out regularly. It will unsnap. I mean, it will pull out. It's going to take a little bit of muscle, but you just have to be very careful on how you pull it. Try to make sure that you pull it in the center where all of the force is being exerted evenly, because if you don't, I can easily see how you may break it or do some damage to it if you pull it too hard or not pull it in the right area. They don't say that in the manual, but that's just a tip. Other than that, it looks good to go. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint them or not. I know a lot of people are painting, the rib cage areas with the black to kind of do some shadowing and everything, and I may do that. Or I may actually just paint this whole guy a fluorescent paint where he glows in the dark. I don't really know yet. I might keep him just plain as be this year, and the next year do some painting. But overall, he's a canvas, so you can definitely do what you want to him and make him really, really cool. I highly recommend them because I had a 15% off coupon. I think after taxes with my 15% coupon, I paid $199 and some change for him. So right at $200. And I think for what you get for his size, I think it's definitely well worth the $200 for that. So yeah, keep a lookout for it, and keep a lookout for other at-home store goodies they got dropping this year. It's got some really cool stuff as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.